another video, another eye palette. I have had my eye on this eye palette by Vanity Makeup for a little while. It's been out for a wee while now, but I have only just received it. It is a neutral palette, but I'm always going to purchase beautiful new neutral palettes. So if you would like to know a little bit more about the Vanity Makeup, the signature eyeshadow palette, just keep watching. Hi guys, my name is Ange. Welcome to my channel where I like to share all things beauty and lifestyle aimed at the more mature woman as I navigate my more mature years. I also do a lot of eyeshadow tutorials aimed at the hooded eye girl. So if you struggle with eyeshadow as a hooded eye girl, I do share lots of eyeshadow tutorials as I have hooded downturned eyes and I add mature into that mix as well. If you would like to see future videos, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. And if you'd like to be notified each time I do upload a video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button so that YouTube lets you know. I love beauty, I love makeup, and my soft spot for makeup is definitely eyeshadow palettes. I've got way too many for one girl to get through, but I do like the new and the shiny. Now when this palette first came out, there was a lot of talk about it. It is up there in the price range. It retails for $95 US, and a lot of people thought that was very, very steep. Now the packaging is on par with any Pat McGrath palette, and her palettes, the mothership palettes, they come with 10 shadows and they are $125 US. This palette actually has 12 shadows in it and is $95. Now the packaging is as weighty and as heavy as the Pat McGrath. I actually really like the fact that it's in really nice neutral shades as well. It's a beautiful neutral palette with gold detailing. You have 6 matte shades and you have 6 beautiful metallic shimmery shades here. And for a neutral palette, it is a beautiful way to put these style of shadows together and these colors with the different textures. I've only played with a few shades today, but I'm really looking forward to playing with this some more. This shade here is absolutely beautiful. I have used a little bit of this shade today, but I think the opportunities for gorgeous eye looks are unlimited with this neutral palette. Now I have actually been following Vanity Makeup for quite some time. I love the YouTube channel and I also follow her on Instagram as well. Her first products that she ever launched was her contour palette and her brushes, because she is the queen of contour. So when I purchased this palette, I also purchased 2 of the brushes, well the only 2 brushes in the brand. I got the face contouring brush, it is dirty because I have been using it, and the nose contouring brush. I didn't get the actual contour palette as well, only because it looks like quite a creamy palette, and as I have oily skin, I like to avoid creamy products because I don't want to turn into an oil slick. I mean, I have got a shine on at the moment because I wanted a natural glowy look, but that's using mattifying products. If I was to use too creamy a product, I would be too shiny. So I am going to try and find really good products that I can use with these brushes, but they are beautifully designed for contouring. Before I get into the video, I just want to mention my earrings. I'm going to try and remember to do that in my videos. I get a lot of comments on the earrings that I wear. These beauties are by Swarovski, and I will try and find a link for them down below. And my other jewellery I'm wearing is from Italo Jewellery. I'm actually going to do this differently today. I'm going to do my eyes first, but seeing as I am going out, I'm going to take my Deepology eye patches and I'm going to pop those on while I'm getting ready. These feel so funny. So I've done my skincare and these will slide around on my face for a little bit, but they are so hydrating under my eyes. So I'm using my little scoop to pick them up. They're just dripping in serum. And I made the mistake this afternoon. I put extra sunscreen on, but I got it too close to my eyes and it really irritated my eyes. It got in them today. So let's go with eye patches to see if that helps. I know everyone else does their eyebrows before they do their eyes, but I have had my eyebrows microbladed, so I'm just going to leave them and do them with the rest of my makeup. I am going to put a lip balm on, and I have got the By Terry Rose Balm. I'm going to prime my eyes with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Light 3 Honey. And just apply that all over my lids. Now this is really outside of how I normally do my makeup. I normally do all my face makeup first and then do my eyes last. But I'm trying a new palette with some shimmer shades, and it's a brand I've never used before, so I am just wanting to safeguard the fallout, seeing as I'm actually going out after this. I'm just going to use a eyeshadow brush with my diffused light powder to lightly set that concealer. This is just the most stunning neutral palette. The packaging is incredible and probably why it was up there in its price. My first shade I'm going to go in with is this cream bone shade, and I'm going to pop that, there's a bit of kick up there, all over my lid, lash line to brow, just for a nice smooth pale base. And that was with my Sonia G Worker 1 brush. I'm going to go in with Sigma E40 brush. I actually haven't used this brush for quite some time, and I'm going to go in with this first shade for a transition. Now, these are very neutral shades, right up my alley. So I'm just popping that all in and diffusing it in the outer part of the eye and into the top part of my eye, not being too particular. I'm going to go in with a Refa 01 brush, and for this shade I'm going to take this more taupey shade, and we're going to pop that in the outer corner of the eye and just tap that in, and then I'm going to take it into that crease. I'm going to follow my brow here, so making sure that the outer part of the eye comes up a little bit higher than what I would assume it to be. I'm just creating that shaded hollow with the eyeshadow. I'm going back in with that first transition colour, and now I'm just going to blur and blend that. Then go back in with that second colour. And build up that outer corner. And we are going to go into that with a deeper shade as well. Okay, I'm going to, so many brushes here, I'm going to take this Makeup Forever brush, the 216 brush, and I'm going to go in with the dark brown. Tap that in and just add that in the outer corner. So how I do this is I tap in the outer, just tap adding all that, and because I'm doing my eyeshadow first, I can easily clean any boo-boos up like I've just done, and I'm just tapping and sweeping that inwards to build up that outer edge. And I like lifting up the outer edge to get in every wrinkle and crevice on my mature eyes. So I've built that up like so, and then I'm going to go back in with the brush that we used, the transition crease shade, and just soften that in there, soften the edges. I am going to take, because it's throwing me off, just take my face cloth and go straight up there, and just by adding a little bit at a time, bit by bit, even with a dark colour, it all just blends in really nicely. So that's the edge of that eye. Okay, now there are such an array of shimmers in here. I mean, look at that for smoky. I think I have to do a smoky eye using that. If you would like to see a video using that shade, please let me know down below in the comments. Let's swatch a few. Oh, look at the silver. Oh my goodness. So there's gold. Look at the silver. That is stunning. And then you've got this brassy colour. Oh my lord, I don't know what to do. That silver looks incredible, but let's have a look at the oyster shade. So we've got the silver again, then we've got that, got something that's not as shimmery, it's just okay, and then this white. I think I'm going to go for that. Oh, I know what I am going to do first, because they look so amazing. I don't think you're going to need to use a primer, but I am going to use this Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies Artistry Wand because I absolutely love it with the Pat McGrath shadows. Just stunning. So we are going to put that on. Go in with that shade. Oh my, this is definitely on par with a Pat shimmer. Probably not as, probably not up there with the Blitz shades, but definitely up there with Pat's metallics. Okay, so I'm going to do that till there. We haven't been out for dinner in a very long time. We were going to go out in August for my birthday, but we were in lockdown and we never followed that up because life just gets in the way, doesn't it? And as of today, 2 days ago, the government brought in the vaccine pass regulations, so to go to restaurants and bars you need to have your vaccine pass to go to those sorts of places. So everything's very different. Now I do have to say, applying these shadows, they are applying beautifully, but they are flaking in the pan, so they're not a moist formulation, they seem dry. This is a Tarte brush, it doesn't have a name on it, but I'm going to have to try a little bit of this steel grey shade. Now I really like the intensity of that white shimmer, and especially for the fact that I didn't use my finger, I did use a brush. So now I'm using the steel colour. Not loving it layered over the colours, maybe it would have been more impactful on its own. So I am putting that in the outer part of the eye, but I'm going to go back over it with the matte because I don't love it. I think it needs to be a look on its own. So what happens when you start venturing outside of your comfort zone? Okay, so I'm going to blend the white into the steel shade. I'm going to go back in with our crease shade and brush. And just reiterate that crease. colour. Then go back in with our transition, and now I'm just going to really buff that with window shield strokes. Going back in with our Makeup Forever sort of outer corner brush, and I'm going to just intensify that dark brown in the outer corner. Now I could add the black, but I don't really want to. I don't want to be too harsh, so I'm just going back in and adding little bits of that dark deep brown in the outer corner. That's better. It's really blending the steel, so I've got a gradient happening across those three colours across the eye. Okay, I think I'll stop there for now and just continue to buff out these edges. I'm going to take my eye patches away. Oh, that feels so nice under the eyes. Okay, I am going to go off camera, apply the rest of my foundation, and we'll come back to finish the eyes. Okay, so we are back with the rest of my face makeup on. I'm going to take a black eyeliner and run that in the waterline and along the lashes of my eye on the top. And I'm going to take the Wayne Goss Rich Hazel and just run that along the lash line of the bottom, just so that we can smoke that in when we add the bottom shadows. It's quite funny because sometimes even when I'm watching tutorials on YouTube as well as doing my own, I sort of feel that without liner and lashes, I just sometimes think, oh, how's that eyeshadow going to look so good when it's finished? And it always does once all the pieces are put together. Now I'm going to take my Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen. I'm going to take the bigger side, and I'm very lightly going to line along the lash line on the top, and I'm not going right to the inner corner. I'm sort of starting halfway along and just thickening it a tiny little bit to the outside, but I'm not taking it into a wing. I'm definitely just keeping it to where my lashes finish. Then I like to go in with my fan, because I don't want it transferring up to my hood, which can happen with eyeliners. I have to say this is one of the better liquid eyeliners for as long as it's dry, doesn't transfer onto my hooded eyes at the top. And then just to tidy up my lash line, because sometimes I find when I'm looking down when I've applied lashes that I can see the glue line, I'm going to go back in and very lightly line the lash glue line with the eyeliner again. Okay, so that's the upper eyelashes and liner finished. Now I'm going to go back in with our Makeup Forever brush and the deep brown, and I'm going to run that under the eye, and I am smudging the eyeliner we did with the Rich Hazel earlier just to really smoke that out. And just making sure that it's connected with the outer corner up the top. And I might take the transition shade with the crease brush we used and then just try and smoke it out a little bit further. So that is that. I think I'll finish off with a little bit of mascara in my bottom lashes. So that's the finished look, guys. It is very much an evening look. I am rather pleased with it. I might just tickety-boo up the steel shade just in the outer corner here. And here. And so that, my loves, is the finished look with the Vanity Makeup, the Signature palette. I have really gone for a smoky evening look. I am going out for dinner very, very soon. I've paired it with a very neutral lip, but that's how I like it when I'm wearing a deeper eye. I'm quite happy with how that's come out. And the glitter shades on the eyes actually look quite sheer in different lights, but are very, very impactful. So very happy with that. If you enjoyed that, guys, please give the video a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below so that you see future videos. I am really happy with this glam look, going out for dinner in about half an hour, and I am quite happy with that. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later, guys. Bye.